What's up, guys? Welcome back to Bookmarked with Jess. I'm really excited to share this with you. This is our girls trip vlog. Right here, I am just packing on super speed so that you guys can see all the stuff that I took with me. But it's at super speed, so there's not a lot to share. So lots and lots of things that I packed to go, but the main event is right ahead. Make sure you stick around for our sweet little hot tub and our huge canyon view. It was such a great trip. I can't wait for you guys to see everything. Let's do this. I just kind of put some things together that I thought that they would both enjoy and that would help us remember this, because as much as I would love for this to be a yearly event, and I pray that it will be, I know that we're busy moms. I know that things happen, and it may not be the same group of girls. It may not happen again. So, you just never know what life's going to bring you. So I made everybody a little gift. And it's got this cutie little bow, this little ivory bow that I'm going to tie on top, and I'm going to video for you guys when they open them so you can see their faces. So you'll get to see it like all bundled up, but I didn't want to put that on there and then have to take it off because bows are like not my strength. It's this cute little magnetic closure box, so they can reuse the box if they want to. I think this box would be great to put like greeting cards in, or to store gift cards, or whatever special things for you. Good little magnetic box. I actually made this bookmark. How cute. And I just think it's so cute. So it's got the date and where we were, and just it's two-sided. And then of course the little heart that holds the book tassel. And just so you can see it in a book. Like, it's just like a really great size. Well, there you go. It's a really great size bookmark. I mean, it's big, but that way you're not gonna lose your page. All right, you're not gonna lose your page with that bookmark because she's big. She honking. So the next thing in here is I got each of us a bookish ornament. Look, my friend Bree, she's not going on the trip, but she used her little Cricut and put these on there. And I got these ornaments from Amazon, and they're just little books stacked up. I just think it's so cute, and that way we'll all remember this trip every year, whether it happens again or not. We'll all remember it when we put our Christmas ornament on our Christmas tree. I just think it's going to be really special. Then we have just some fun girly stuff. So a bath bomb, some face masks, this reading thing that this goes on the door that my book box keeps sending me. They sent me like 5, so I figured I'd spread the love. And then over here, some really cozy socks, a book light, which every reader needs a book light, some really great lotion, and then some lip balm. So I think they're going to really like it. I think it's going to be a nice surprise. I'm going to give it to them when we get to our lunch spot tomorrow, and I think they're really going to love it. So I'll make sure to video that for you guys. We started off this trip with a trip to the Cheesecake Factory. I know the Cheesecake Factory is not a big deal for a lot of people, but the closest one is 4 hours away, so we really enjoyed that. We stopped in at a cutie little shop called the Mentone Market, and they had those adorable book earrings and lots of really cute wares from local artists. So we had lots of fun exploring all of those different things. It's also worth noting that Mentone is the home of the writer of Pete the Cat. Here, my friends are opening their boxes that I made for them that had their cutie little bookmarks and their bath bombs and socks and book lights and all of those things for them to enjoy the trip. I had a lot of fun putting those together, so I was happy to be able to see their reactions, and hopefully you got to see earlier where I kind of went through the box. But the part they loved the most was definitely the little Christmas ornament that said Girls Trip 2025. So we definitely enjoyed that part. Here I am just giving you a little cabin tour. when we first walked in, obviously, we dropped all our stuff, and there's Megan being cute. And it was a beautiful open space. That tongue and groove ceiling had my heart. It was so gorgeous. And then obviously this is just the kitchen and living space. And the fireplace that worked. We didn't put any wood in there because we're scaredy cats. But this was Megan's room, and obviously she had this beautiful bed from that beautiful wallpaper. I really loved the whole way that this house was styled. Then this was her full bath, so she had a full tiled shower, and then obviously, you know, a toilet and a sink. But there was also laundry access in here behind this door, so it was kind of like a farm door that you slide, so you can slide and have like a private, what do they call that, a throne room, when the potty's behind a door. And then here was the washer and dryer. So that was pretty neat that was there in her room. So then we're going to go over to, I believe, Kayla's room. Yes. And look at that cowhide rug. So cute. There's a little coffee bar. We loved that they had a coffee bar, but we're greatly disappointed in the coffee. It was kind of gross. This room was definitely my favorite as far as it was styled. I love the wallpaper. I love the bed. I love the bedding. Everything was so cute and beautiful. And I definitely could tell a lot of it was like from Target, but it was curated very well. And then some of the things that were in the home, I think, were probably curated a little bit more creatively. Now, my space was actually upstairs in the loft. We're going to go up these stairs. They weren't that treacherous, to be honest. I walked up these stairs a lot during the weekend, walked up and down. So there was obviously a foosball table up here, a TV. There's a TV in every bedroom. Little Pac-Man action going on there. And then my bed had a little half bath up there, so I did have to shower in Kayla's bathroom. No biggie though. We're friends like that. And then this is the view from the top of the loft, which was why I was 100% with it. Here I am with Pete the cat. My kids love that. This store was so pretty. It's called the Tiger Lily. We just loved the outside, and then we went and had our coffee. And when we went and had our coffee, we came back and kind of fiddle-farted around in there just so we could see everything. Because it was so beautifully decorated on the outside, we had to see the inside. Again, home of Pete the cat. My kids love that. So here's the little coffee shop. It was so pretty inside. I just took videos of everything because the architecture was so beautiful. The lighting was so beautiful. The furniture choices were so beautiful. I was just so impressed. This is called The Spot in Fort Payne, Alabama. I took a video of this piano for my son because he plays and he loved it. Look at this ceiling, y'all. I would get married in this coffee shop. It's just so beautiful. So pretty. So I wanted to make sure that I got all the little details for you all. This is my coffee. It was a Christmas tree cake coffee. Again, the front of this store, you know, the clip just gets to be in there twice because everybody deserves to see those big bows. Kayla actually has 3 little girls, so I told her there was 1 bow for each little girl. This is the inside of Tiger Lily. They had so many Christmas trees, all decorated in different motifs. So we just went around and enjoyed looking at the different motifs. Obviously this one's gold. They had a cutie little Santa in the sleigh. Oh, the sleigh had my heart. I loved this nativity set. It was way out of my price range, but it was beautiful. And then the red and gold I thought was really stunning. I thought it was interesting at this store, they had a rule that you were not allowed to smell the candles. If you wanted to smell the candles, you had to go to the desk and they would give you a candle to smell. I took a video of this one because my mom did a Christmas tree very similar to this year, and I wanted to make sure she saw it. And then this one reminded me a lot of my mother-in-law. She really loves that black and white and that like harlequin pattern, so I wanted to make sure I had that. This drum right here, obsessed. I love that drum, but the drum was almost $400, so I left her. I couldn't make it happen. But the store was absolutely beautiful. Then we went over to Little River Valley Canyon. And here I am trying to figure out how to get to the lookout because our navigator was not great at the navigation. Just kidding, she did a great job. But you could see Little River here. It was really low, but that was where we were trying to get, over there. So we were going, how are we going to find that? Well, we found it, and there was a sweet little state park fella there to help us, and we made our way down to the waterfall. We wanted to make sure we saw it, and it was so beautiful. We took some pictures in front of it and everything because you can't not. And then there were a lot of ladybugs when we were in Mentone, like thousands and thousands. And we were like, you know, you got to invite the ladybugs to the girls trip. They're ladies too. So here we are at the top of the canyon. Isn't that amazing, you guys? So beautiful. It's the highest point in Alabama. I thought it was really cool. Made this video trying to get a shot for us, and then my friend Kayla made this one of me, and I love it so much. So thankful for that video. It looks so cool. And then I made one for her because she was a cutie too, and she deserved a cute little video. And then there's Megan pretending she's a cat on a rock. That is the view from our cabin down into the valley. I thought it was so beautiful. I mean, I wish I could paint. I would paint that. This was the cutie little cabin. We got tickled because Kayla just kept saying, I would love to be in a real log cabin. I was like, we are in a real log cabin, Kayla. Again, the beautiful view from the balcony of our log cabin. Just so pretty. I wish I could paint that. I can't. I'm not that talented. Here we are hanging out in the hot tub because why wouldn't we? It was so nice. We spent several hours in there, even though it said spend 15 minutes. And that's probably not safe, don't recommend, but we just enjoyed it a lot, and we were wise and weren't silly. This was the sunset over the mountains. It was so beautiful. Just such a blessing to be out there and to be able to see God's glory out there. It was so beautiful. This was our last night in Mentone. We lit a fire, tried to, and then we made s'mores, and then the next morning we packed. Our last morning in Mentone, we just went and took a picture with this rock. It was super cool, and people had written all over it, which is vandalism, and you shouldn't do that, but we did go see the rock, and we did not write our names, but we did try to identify the names of people we knew. Obviously, we didn't know anybody, but it was fun to make up, you know, stories about how Jeff and Sally met and where they are now. So that was kind of fun. And also my name was on there. I swear I didn't write on that rock. I would never. Enjoy the view from behind. And then that was our last day, and we said goodbye to Mentone, and even though we really didn't want to. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd love to have you here for more videos just like this one.